have to cry sometime. There's so much trouble. I have to cry sometime. I lay awake at night. Yeah, but that's all right. 'Cause I know that Jesus fix it after a while. Hey, trouble in my way. Make me cry sometime. There's so much trouble. It made me cry sometime. I lay awake at night.
What if God is unhappy without praise? What if he is not pleased with the words we say? What if he takes away his love and his spirit from above? What if God is unhappy without praise?
praise team, once again, thank you all so much. And y'all, thank you. Facebook, thank you all so much. And YouTube, thank you so much. Well, let's get ready for a word this morning. Let's bow our head wherever you're at. Eternal God, we thank you today. We thank you for life, health, and strength. Thank you for just waking us up to see a new day. And Lord, a new day of brand new mercy. Now, Lord, we ask that you forgive us of all our sins. Ask that you use me as I rightly divide your word, that will fall on good ground. Someone be saved, someone be revived, and someone will come back to you. And all that we do, Lord, you get the glory and the honor. Bless now this nation like never before. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this broken vessel. You desire to abide in the praise of your people. So we leave our hands. Wish I had some help out there. So we leave our hearts. Oh my, as we all go up this praise unto your name. Can I just do it one more time, musicians? Welcome into this place. Welcome into this broken vessel. You desire to abide, Spirit of God, in the praises of your people. So we leave, oh my. So we leave. Gotta do it for you right now, Lord. I gotta do it for you right now. So we leave our hands. When I think about your goodness, Lord. So we lift our hearts to you right now, as we all go up this praise unto your name. Come on, let's give God a hand clap of praise wherever you at. Wow. Sound good, musicians. Y'all about to make me do something. I'm trying to hold my mule over here. Oh my. Lord, we lift our hands to you. Lord, we lift our hearts to you. Yes, we offer this praise. Yes, gotta give it to you right now. Yes, we offer up this praise, this praise, this praise. You deserve it all, you deserve it all. Say you woke us up early this morning. Woo! I'm going that now. Say you woke us up early this morning. Yes, you did, yes, you did, yes, you did. Started us on our way. Brand new mercy, brand new mercy. As we offer up this praise. I know it's preaching time, but can we just have just a few more minutes, musicians? Oh my, You know, every now and then I feel a little loop in it. Into this praise. Amen. Come on, y'all. Come on. Give God a hand clap of praise. Amen. See what y'all trying to do? Y'all need to stop over there, musicians. Y'all need to stop. Woo! Pull one on the lady. Let's get right into the word. Let's get right into the word this morning, my brothers and sisters. I want to invite you back to Romans chapter 12. Romans chapter 12. And I want to take my time with this passage. And to be honest with you, I probably still won't get to what I want to for as the biblical part of it. But there's some great information that I want to share with you once again. And let's look at verse number 9 for our hearing and our reading this morning. Verse number 9, it begins by saying, let love be without dissimulation, harbor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Notice verse 10. Verse 10, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Now I took the liberty once again to keep the today's Living Bible translation there, verses 9 and 10, and I want you to hear it once again. In today's Living Bible, it reads like this: don't just pretend that you love others, really love them. Hate what is wrong, stand on the side of the good. Love each other with brotherly affection and take delight in honoring each other. Brothers and sisters, last week we started talking about, from the way of subject, Black Lives Matter. And I want to stay right there with Black Lives Matter as a series. And I want to use, for a subject today, musician, I want to use this subject. Hopefully I can get to it. If not, we'll pick it up next week. But it matters to Jesus too. Not only do Black Lives matter, but it matters to Jesus too. Last week we shared several what I would call misconceptions regarding Black Lives Matter. And I want to just do a quick review just to bring you up to speed, just in case you missed last week, not to go into details, but misconception number one, we stated that the movement doesn't care about black on black crime. And I shared with you how that was a misconception because they do care about black on black crime. The second misconception that we was able to look at last week was the movement has no leader. And we share with you that it has multiple leaders because everyone plays a part in the movement. The third misconception, my brothers and sisters, we share with you is that the movement has no agenda. And we stated that is a misconception because the agenda is they want to see justice for all. The fourth misconception is the movement hates white people. And we shared with you that it's not that they hate white people, they want white people to understand that black lives should matter as well. And then finally we talked about the fifth misconception is the movement hates police officers. And we shared with you that was so far from the truth because they realize that the police officers are human just like you and I, and they want to go home just like you. But yet we want them to be fair in all that they do for as arresting, whether it be the blacks or whoever, be fair. And so my brothers and sisters, I shared those misconceptions, and Brother Guy, Brother Adam, Brother Man, it just wouldn't be fair just to leave the people one-sided as talking about just misconception without talking about the facts. I wish I had some help. And so I thought what we'll do, we'll share what they call a fact check on the Black Lives Matter. And there's several things I want to share with you that when we look at Black Lives Matter, and all of us in here, all that's whether you on Facebook, whether you on YouTube, I want you to learn something today when we deal with the facts. The first fact that I believe is so important that many people have misunderstood when they think about Black Lives is, watch this, BLM, Black Lives Matter. Watch the fact number one, it is about love. It's about love. It's about love. Notice what we have here. Black Lives Matter started with a love letter. Let me try to see, can I paint the picture? It was back in 2012 when the 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was innocently killed as walking through the neighborhood with a pack of Skittles. I'm not talking to anybody. And here it is, my brothers and sisters. It was George Zimmerman. He felt like, watch this, that he was in the wrong place, that he didn't fit into this particular neighborhood. And here it is. There was a lady by Alicia Gasia, my brothers and sisters. This lady right here, after hearing and seeing what had happened, she felt deep down in her heart, she felt like Trayvon could have been her own brother. And many of us at that time, we felt the same way. Here is an innocent kid, yet being killed by another person. And watch this. She had a sense of deep grief within her heart. And what happened, brother man, what happened, brother Adam, what happened, brother Di, is after she felt so bad, she went on Facebook. And then she posted this letter. Can I just give it to you so you won't think it's just me? Notice this love letter to the black folks that she did right here. She said, we don't deserve to be killed with immunity. Like this. In other words, the word immunity simply means, my brother and sister, be exempt from punishment. That you kill me, then you exempt. As though you can just do what you want to do, whether I have Skittles or not. Watch the text. Now watch this letter. Now watch this. We need to love ourselves and fight for a world where black lives matter. This is her letter now. And notice what else she said in the letter. She said, black people, I love you. I love us. We matter. Our lives matter. And that's why it all got started from this love letter. So black lives, my brothers and sisters, it's all about love. I don't care how people try to twist it and try to change it. It's about love. That's fact number one. But fact number two, I don't think I'm going to hold you long today, but fact number two, watch this. Black lives matter because, watch this, it's more about than just police brutality. Watch this. It is about more than just police brutality. What do I mean here? Black Lives Matter is an intervention. That's a fact. It's an intervention. And somebody will ask out there on Facebook, what do you mean? Well, it's the affirmation of the value of black lives. And somebody's saying, well, what you mean? And what you mean? Well, let me break it down. Black Lives Matter is about structural change. Structural change. It's about sparking a dialogue between different races, changing our conversation. That's a fact. And watch this. If it's true that Black Lives Matter, then here's the thing: it's not about the police per se. It's about police reform than anything. To let them know that it's time for justice across the board, not just that you do injustice towards the black race, but you got to understand it has to be fair across the board. And so the intervention right here, that it means more than police brutality. Watch here, brother, die here. It means, my brother and sister, that for a police reform, but not only a police reform, but it also means that it's for a justice system. Not just a system, but also in the school system, also on our jobs, also in the economy development. And if Black Lives Matter, then what it means is time to make a change in the politics. Yeah. So the fact is, those officers that's feeling a certain way, it's not about you. It's about a change. And so number one, my brother and sister, fact number one is about love. Fact number two it's not so much about police brutality, but then watch the third fact, brother man. The third fact here is Black Lives is about a thing called organizing. Oh, I want to really take my time on this one, brother Adam. It's about organizing. Watch this. And here's what I got here. Watch this. Protests are just one tool in the toolbox of tactics for change. Protest is just one tool. It's multiple tools that we need to be using if we're going to make an effective change. Watch this. I think I'm going to go. Watch this. Watch this, because I want you to understand this protest is just one tool. It's just one, two. I want to take my time right here because protests may get a lot of media exposure. People want to be a part of it. People want to be seen with a sign. People want to be seen marching. But organizing is what builds the change. Organizing is what makes, watch this, sustainable and resource movement. And I know, watch this, I know I probably get a lot of text messages off this right here. Brother man, I probably get a lot of text messages. Watch this. Why do I say that? Because you can march until you blue. You can hold signs up until you blue. But if you don't have no organization, if you don't have anything as though you're trying to organize, then holding a sign is just holding a sign. Y'all can say what you want to say. I'm going to tell the truth. Watch this. You got to understand, organizers include building a critical community connection. In other words, it's a critical communication that you bring in the community. You bring in the community together. You got to have some people behind besides just holding the sign. They want to do something. So, let me go on and tell you, I may not hold a sign. I may not do the march. I may be the one behind the scene doing the organizing. I wish I had some help there. See, and so you got to understand the fact is that it's also about organizing. If you're marching, if you're protesting, and you do not have no end goal, then all your marching, all your protesting would just be in vain. In other words, you just got you a spotlight for media. You just put you a spotlight up so you can have a lot of likes on Facebook. I wish I had some help in here. You just allowed the media, the newspaper, the news journals, all them just to put you on the front page because you was holding a sign. Watch this. Black Lives Matter. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. I know y'all don't want me to talk like this today, but I got to do it. Watch this. Black lives does not say that only black lives matter. That's a fact. They're not saying that. I talked about this last week. Watch this. The statement Black Lives Matter is not an anti-white proposition. In other words, my brothers and sisters, watch this. When people counter, this is the part that I really love. When people counter back to you, right, talking about, well, all lives matter. I've been guilty too, but you got to be careful how you respond by saying all lives matter. Because it could be undoubtedly, it's been mistaken as a disbelief of what you're really saying. In other words, it's easy to hide behind all lives matter. But if you can stand and say that black lives matter just as well, because last week I told you it's contained within the same statement right here. It's right here, the unspoken words too. In other words, black lives matter too. So my brothers and sisters, in this statement shared last week, it's about inclusion, not exclusion. And that's really what they're saying when they say black lives matter. And only when black lives matter, we'll watch this, all lives matter. And I believe I put that on reverse one more time. It's only when black lives matter, will all lives matter. Black lives matter doesn't mean your life is less important by saying black lives matter. We're not saying you're not important. We're just saying, hey, put me in the equation. I wish I had some help here. All we're saying is, let me reap the benefits too. Let me enjoy life just like you. Let me have a nice home just like you. Let me drive video I want to show you. I think I'll just go home after the video and just go. He said he went home again. Yeah, I'm going home again. So I want to show you the video. And once we finish the video, my brothers and sisters, I'm just going to open it up for someone who want to be saved, someone who want to get their life right. And then what I want to do, I want to come back next week, my brothers and sisters, and pick it back up with part 3. And that's when I'm going to really include, watch this, Jesus, watch this, feel the same way too. That Black Lives Matter. So let's look at the video, and right after the video, we'll come back and we'll open it up for those who may want to be saved and those who want to be a part of this ministry. You'll have the opportunity of doing that. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. Just bow your head right where you're at. Eternal God, we thank you for the word as we prepare to look at this video for just a second. We pray something be said to help us to even understand more about Black Lives Matter. We thank you for the facts that we have looked at today, Lord, understanding that Black Lives has started with love, that Black Lives is about more than just police brutality. We understand, Father God, Black Lives is about a thing called organizing, that we take time to organize. But then fourthly, Lord, we thank you that Black Lives does not say that only Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter, whether you're black, whether you are Jew, whether you whatever nationality you may be, all of us matter. And so, Lord, we thank you. Now, Lord, if there's someone out there that do not know you, we pray that they get to know you today by way of accepting you as Lord and Savior of their life. And so I ask right now, those who out there will just repeat after me, dear Lord, I thank you for this day. I pray that you come into my heart. Forgive me of my sins. Wash me. I believe in you right now, that you died for my sins, that you rose for my sins. And I confess it and believe it, and no doubt about that I am saved. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, let's watch this video, and then we'll come right back, and we'll do our tithes and offering, and then I'll let you enjoy this beautiful Sunday, okay? God bless you.
If people tune out, I do. I'm like, oh, they're being really loud right now. I'm going to come back in when they're a little calmer, So hopefully people are leaning in to try to hear what's going on. And when they lean back out again, hopefully they have some stuff to think about. My name is Alicia Garza, and I'm one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter. To say all lives matter in response to Black people saying that Black lives matter, it's actually saying that Black lives don't matter. What's important for you to know is that it's only a threat to you if you believe that Black people should be inferior, if you believe that Black people are living in the conditions that they are because of their own choices and decisions. We are not just a movement that is focused on police violence and police brutality. The reality is that for Black people in this country, we have been plagued by a pervasive and dominant system when we look at issues of housing, employment, education, healthcare, and healthcare access. Black people are at the bottom of those disparities. Over the last 3 years, we've grown from a hashtag to an international organizing network. Lots of people think that organizing is being in the streets with a bullhorn and turning up. And organizing is not really that at all. None of organizing is glamorous, but some of it is rewarding. We can build a world where all lives matter together if we acknowledge the ways today in which all lives don't matter.
We thank you so much. We pray that something was said to help you. Pray that you enjoyed that video, the 2-minute and something video. Well, let's get ready to give back to the Lord by way of tithes and offering by your hand. Eternal God, we thank you right now for those who are able to give. And Father God, we ask you bless those in a special way that do not have, that you will bless them, that we'll be able to give the next time. And Lord, we pray that all we do, you get the glory and the honor, that we come not short of anything by giving back to you. We ask that you open up the doors in the heavens, open up windows of heaven, and pour out a blessing like never before. Now, Lord, we thank you for what you're doing with Antioch. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, we have several ways that you can give, and I want to thank you, Antioch, for doing such a great job over the last couple of months by way of dropping your tithes off or by way of mailing it. And then you also have been using the push pay, that's Antioch Clean. So thank you so much. And then those who desire to want to give a love offering to your pastor, you can do that through the push pay, or you can do it with his cash app, the $ that's endorsed. And so I say thank you right now. Well, let's rock this house as you, why don't you just walk around your kitchen in your living room and act like you put your tithes and offering in. You know, just find your pot in the kitchen. I know some of y'all in the kitchen anyway cooking. Y'all ain't fooling. You're in that kitchen and watching the service. Okay, come on. Let's crank it up real quick. You know, we keep doing it over and over and over. Yeah, come on, come on. Come on, musicians, right down and pick that up. He has set me free. God has found me. He's been good to me. All right, come on, let's give God a hand clap for praise, and God bless you all. We'll see you all next week. We'll see you next week. God bless you. Now to him able to keep us from falling and zealous faultless before the throne of grace, be unto him dominion, majesty, and power, now, henceforth, and forevermore. God bless you, and all of God's children did say amen. Wow, we pray that y'all enjoyed the worship service this morning. Man, y'all did that welcome real good. And I thought maybe we just do a little after party with that. I still feel it, you know. What about you, man? Roll it for me. Roll it. Come on, let me hear you, Adam. Let me hear you do something. What you got over there, now? What you got? All right, let's. I know they're trying to see what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it like this for your Facebook. We're just gonna do another round because that's one of my favorite songs. I really love that song. It really just set the tempo for me as I'm preparing, and I just want to do it. Can I just do one more round with you all musicians? Welcome into this place. Into this road, broken vessel, you desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we live our head as we leave, oh, our hearts as we offer this praise to your name. I'm trying to get back to that Luther part, yeah. I don't know what that Luther was at. Welcome into this place. My, welcome into this road, broken vessel. You desire just to do, Lord, to abide in the praises of your people. lunch, fellas. Let's go eat lunch. Let's go eat lunch.
I'd like to dedicate this to all the mad dads in the world, huh? It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. But you were content to let me shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. Hey, hey. See, I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Yes, you were. Only your face without a name. But I never once heard you complain. No, no. Did you ever know that you were my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. Hey, hey, hey. You are the wind beneath my wings. Yeah. Check this out, Dad. See, I remember back in the day on the road when you were singing your song, yeah. And that's why I took you and your brothers on the road all the way with me, yeah. And I'm so glad we can do it together now, yeah. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I want it. No, you do. And I want it right now. Sing the song that sing. It must have been cold in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one thing I want you to know, that I know the truth. I would be nothing, zero, daddy, without you. Hey, 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 say, did you ever know that you were my hero? If you didn't, I'm telling you now, daddy, you're everything I would like to be. dedicate this to all the mad dads in the world, huh? It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. But you were content to let me shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. Hey, hey, hey. See, I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Yes, you were. Only your face without a name. But I never once heard you complain. No, no. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. Hey, hey, hey. You are the wind beneath my wings. Yeah. Check this out, Dad. See, I remember back in the day on the road when you were singing your song, yeah. And that's why I took you and your brothers on the road all the way with me, yeah. And I'm so glad we can do it together now, yeah. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I want it. And I want it right now. Sing the song that sing. It must have been cold in my shadow.